Good evening, and welcome to Corteva Coliseum. My name is Hannah Dwyer, and alongside my colleague, Amanda Giordano, it has been our distinct honor to serve as the senior class sponsors. On behalf of the graduating class, the administration of Noblesville Schools, and the administration and faculty of Noblesville High School, it is my privilege to welcome you to the 151st commencement ceremony of Noblesville High School. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening to celebrate and honor the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2026. In an effort to best honor our graduates and preserve the dignity of this occasion, the class of 2026 respectfully requests the following. Please silence all cell phones and any other electronic devices that may cause distractions during the ceremony. We also encourage you to review this evening's program, which recognizes all graduates, including those receiving special diploma distinctions and academic honors. The class of 2026 wishes for each graduate to be recognized in a manner that is both consistent and respectful. Therefore, we kindly ask that guests refrain from excessive reactions or interruptions as graduates cross the stage. This will ensure that each graduate's name may be clearly heard, that every student receives this recognition that they have earned during this distinguished ceremony. Members of NHS Sports Media are present this evening to photograph each graduate as they receive their diploma and exit the stage. Information regarding the purchase of ceremony photographs will be shared following tonight's event. Finally, we respectfully ask that all family members and guests remain seated until all graduates have exited the arena. Graduates will depart through the east end of the arena and proceed to the Champions Pavilion to receive their official diploma. We ask that families plan to meet graduates after they exit the Champions Pavilion. At this time, we invite you to please rise and remain standing as we begin this evening's ceremony, with the entrance of the administration and faculty, followed by the processional of graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the administration of Noblesville Schools and the administration and faculty of Noblesville High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2026. You may be seated as I introduce our Student Body President, Allie Thompson, and Student Body Vice President, Z Speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate the class of 2026. We would like to recognize members of our armed forces. If you're a member of the class of 2026 or a guest in attendance who plans to serve, is currently serving, or has previously served in the United States Armed Forces, please stand at this time.
We sincerely thank you for your service and your sacrifice to our nation. Now, please remain standing and join us for the national anthem, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, staff, members of our community, and honored guests. Most importantly, congratulations to the Noblesville High School class of 2026. Tonight is a celebration of the remarkable accomplishments of the graduates seated before me. It is a time to recognize their hard work, perseverance, and the many successes that have brought them to this moment. Before we begin that celebration, however, I believe it is important to pause and remember those classmates, family members, friends, and other loved ones who are unable to be here with us this evening. Their impact, support, and memories remain a part of this journey. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Standing here today, I have the privilege of seeing not just a group of graduates, but a room full of stories. Stories of growth, resilience, effort, setbacks, and perseverance. I have watched you walk these hallways, face challenges, celebrate victories, and become the people you are today. And I can say with great confidence, you are ready for what comes next. As your principal, I'm expected to talk about achievements, and you have achieved a great deal. But tonight I want to talk about life perspective, because that may be the most valuable thing you take with you beyond this ceremony. Life will not follow a neat plan. You may have a vision of your future, or you may still be figuring it out. Both are perfectly okay. Sometimes it is not about having all the answers. It's about learning how to ask the right questions. Some of your most meaningful growth will come from moments that you don't go as expected. You will experience success, you will experience failure, neither one will define you. What will define you is how you respond, how you learn, how you adapt, and how you treat others along the way. Perspective teaches us that progress looks different for everyone. There is no universal timeline for success. Some of you will reach your goals quickly, others will take a longer path. Neither is better or worse. Life is not a competition. It's a journey, and it unfolds differently for each person. I also hope you carry with you an appreciation for this moment. One day you will look back and realize how special this time was, how these classrooms, these friendships, and these teachers helped shape who you became. Gratitude has a way of grounding us, even as life moves forward. As you leave us, remember that character matters just as much as accomplishment. Be kind when it's difficult. Be honest when it would be easier not to be. Stand up for others, and never underestimate the impact you have, sometimes without even realizing it. There will be moments when the future feels uncertain. In those moments, remember this: uncertainty is not a sign that you're lost. It's a sign that you're growing. Trust yourselves, trust what you've learned, and trust that you are capable of more than you know. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and community, thank you for the pride you have brought to this school. We are better because of you. Wherever life takes you next, know that you will always have a place here. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the lives you build and the difference you will make. With that being said, I would like to take a moment to recognize the students who have earned cum laude honors. Noblesville High School celebrates outstanding academic achievement through a Latin honor system based on cumulative GPA at the conclusion of the 7th semester. Students are awarded white, silver, or gold honors cords. This year, 319 members of the class of 2026, just over 41% of the senior class, have earned this distinction. These students are identified in the graduation program and will now be recognized by honor level. Our cum laude white cord is awarded to students who have earned a cumulative GPA between 3.5 and 3.74. Will the students receiving a white cord please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Our magna cum laude silver cord is awarded to students who have earned a cumulative GPA between 3.75 and 3.99. Will the students receiving a silver cord please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. You may be seated. Our summa cum laude gold cord is awarded to students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or higher. Will the students receiving a gold cord please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated.
It is a privilege to introduce our first speaker, Mina Vint. During her time at Noblesville, Mina exemplified leadership as a founding member and captain of the robotics team, president of the International Robotics Honor Society, and captain of the speech and debate team. She also held leadership roles in mock trial and the Millstream newspaper, while contributing to the Symphonic Orchestra, Conservation Club, and the National Honor Society. This fall, Mina will attend Duke University to major in public policy and environmental sciences and policy. Please welcome Mina Vint.
Fellow graduates, since we're in Indiana, I think it's probably safe to say that we've all gone through a corn maze at some point in our lives. I mean, there are only so many things to do in the fall in a town surrounded by cornfields.
The first time I went through a corn maze, when I was probably around 9, I was so sure that treating it like a puzzle to be solved was the perfect way to win. And in my mind, the whole point was to get through as fast as possible. So at each turn or intersection, I consulted my map to see where to go next. And sure, I got through at a decent speed, but I just didn't really see what all the hype was about. I had tried and mostly failed at following a map for an hour and a half, and I didn't understand why it was something that people loved to do. Until just a few years ago, when I went back to a corn maze as a high schooler with a group of my friends. Before we even started, they told me to leave the map behind, and I was confused. If the point was to get through as fast as we could, why wouldn't we use our resources? But mapless, nevertheless, we ventured into the maze. After about an hour, the sun was inching its way towards the horizon, we were losing light, and we had gotten ourselves well and truly lost. But slowly, I found myself having even more fun. See, we didn't know where we were going, and it was getting colder, but that only meant that we huddled closer together and puzzled over which way to turn at each intersection. We had to rely on each other to make decisions, and while we came across what seemed like hundreds of dead ends, the only thing that awaited us at each of them was the laughter that came with a good-natured view of our own defeat. Today, I love corn mazes because I'm able to understand that the point isn't to follow a predetermined route and get through as fast as possible. It's to get lost on purpose and enjoy the ride of trying to find your way back, surrounded by people who can laugh with you at each dead end. And as corny as it seems, this has been the lesson I've learned as I've gone through high school. Sticking too closely to a final goal can blind you to the amazing side quests along the way. Sure, playing viola for 7 years hasn't gotten me any closer to being a lawyer, but it does give me some of my closest friends and the magic of playing music with others. And without getting a little lost sometimes, it's impossible to figure out exactly where you want to go. I know that even if we think we have the next 5, 10, 20 years of our lives figured out, there are still questions that will pop up along the way. And I hope that you take those uncertainties not as things to be scared of, but as opportunities to make something even better. It's these moments that force us to choose a direction to turn. And even if that leads you down a dead end, it's nothing but an opportunity to laugh and learn. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
It is an honor to introduce our next student speaker, Lauren Thompson. While at Noblesville, Lauren deeply immersed herself in both the arts and athletics. As a talented multi-instrumentalist, she performed on the clarinet and tenor saxophone across the wind ensemble, jazz band, and symphonic orchestra. Lauren was also a 4-year member of the varsity dance team, serving on its leadership team as a uniform coordinator during her senior year. Her academic and artistic achievements further earned her induction into both the Triumph Music Honor Society and the National Honor Society. This fall, Lauren will attend Indiana University, Bloomington to pursue a degree in secondary English education. Please welcome Lauren Thompson.
Imagine this. You're sitting on the couch in the first house you remember living in. Your older sibling is sitting next to you, but they are as far away as possible because, allegedly, you smell like goldfish crackers. You both have one of those long Wii remotes in your hands, and you're bickering over the fact that you keep dying in Super Mario Bros. And restarting the level over and over and over. This was my childhood in a nutshell. And if you've never played Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Wii, there's this little safety bubble that will bring your character back after you die, but only if your teammate pops it. If they don't, you do exactly what I prefer doing, which is floating pathetically at the top of the screen while the other player carries you through the level. Though it's embarrassing, I tell you this story of my incompetence towards a very simple video game to hopefully address two lessons that I believe are going to help our generation change the world. The first is that we need to pop that safety bubble and embrace the challenges and failures of life. The thing I realized from sitting in that bubble all those years was I was never going to get any better at Super Mario Bros. My older sister, she was eventually able to beat some of the hardest Bowser's Castle levels, but I never actually learned how to play because I never allowed myself to be bad at it. The same cannot be true of our lives as we cross this threshold into adulthood. We have to step outside of our comfort zones, make mistakes, and try again despite how difficult the circumstances seem. We will never learn if we never fail, and safety is never going to enlighten us. Luckily, though, we're not going to be like Mario, jumping over piranha plants or lava pits as we get older. The second lesson is to seek out our allies. When you have the support of a brother or sisterhood behind you, like the community that I have found in each of you, everything becomes possible. That safety bubble doesn't even exist without the second player. If you are alone when you fall, you must restart the level. But I know we won't be leaving Noblesville as single players. Going forward, we will forever be surrounded by the Millers' vibrancy, wisdom, energy, and commitment. What we take away from high school isn't just that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's a deeper understanding of who we are, what we are made to do, and who's going to be there for us as we take that leap. Speaking of, I do want to take a moment to thank the adults in this room that made today possible. Not the 18-year-olds, but the real adults who made real sacrifices and spent their time and energy getting us here. Whether you're a parent who painstakingly raised your rebellious teenager, or a teacher who spent hours grading our subpar homework assignments, thank you for helping my classmates and I succeed. Seated in front of me, I see future civic leaders, artists, scientists, and musicians, people who are already making a difference. And that all started here because of the camaraderie and love that Noblesville shares. So wherever life is taking you next year, whether it be to your dream school or the start of your career, make sure you have your Luigi there for you when it gets hard. We have an entire coliseum filled with people who will pop that safety bubble for you, so let them. At the end of the day, and at the end of every level of Mario Bros, there is a checkered flag of happiness and success waiting for us. It just takes a little bit of risk and a lot of courage to get there. From the bottom of my heart, thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026. I really couldn't have asked for a better group to play this game with.
It is my pleasure to introduce our senior class president, Keaton Webster. Throughout her time at Noblesville High School, Keaton has demonstrated outstanding leadership, service, and dedication to her school community. She has served as treasurer of HOSA, senior class president, and has been actively involved in Unified Basketball and Conservation Club. This fall, Keaton will attend Purdue University to pursue a degree in nursing. Please join me in welcoming Keaton Webster.
Hello, class of 2026. To begin, I would like to personally welcome graduates, parents, guests, and esteemed faculty here tonight to celebrate the achievements of this graduating class. Before I continue with the congratulations, I would like to acknowledge the sacrifices everyone here has made to provide the stepping stones we need for a successful future. We would not be where we are today without your support, and for that we are incredibly thankful. And now,
Class of 2026, congratulations. While we are here to celebrate this incredible accomplishment, let us recognize the journey that led us to where we are today. Our time shared at Noblesville is something to be looked back at with pride. As a class, we have overcome challenges and constant change, yet we have always come out stronger. By being the overachievers you are, our class has contributed to and been a part of many accomplishments during our time at Noblesville. We have witnessed record-breaking athletic programs, performing arts teams, and the largest number of students pulled over on their way to school. And while not all of us have participated in these extracurriculars, every one of us has played a crucial role in shaping Noblesville, and every student has left their mark. Despite the extensive academic opportunities, career introductions, and life skills taught during our time in high school, the most important lessons have come from our peers. We have all had our fair share of bad days, bomb tests, fallouts with friends, and frustrations with the school Wi-Fi. But the people we have met along the way make the hardships a little easier and the good times all the more meaningful. As Frank Ocean once said, I think we all change each other's paths. I don't know which law that is in physics, but we cannot live without affecting one another. The impact that we have on the lives of those around us is astronomical. I'm proud to say that this class can do more than impact the people we grew up with. Every one of you will take your experiences from Noblesville and use them to improve the world in one way or another. No matter who you think you are sitting here today, you have just as much ability as the next person to be great. As we reflect on who we were as we entered as freshmen versus the people we are now, it's easy to focus on how we have changed, how we have grown older, discovered the subjects we love, connected with new people, and built the foundation for our future. But we still share the same fear we entered high school with, which is the fear of the unknown. This time, though, it feels a little bit greater. It is no longer being scared about being lost on the first day, getting stuck in the parking lot, surviving black days, or finding familiar faces in our classes. The fear has evolved with us, and it will remain something we carry throughout the rest of our lives. We sit here today with that fear, with the ability to reflect on everything that has led us to this moment and how this moment will shape the rest of our lives. The truth is, no matter how sure we are of ourselves, none of us truly know what comes next. We must take the next leap of faith. Everyone here today is capable of achieving their dreams as long as they are willing to take that first step. What comes next will not be easy, but lessons will be learned, mistakes will be made, and every one of us will eventually find our way. Your ambitions are always worth pursuing, and the accomplishments this class already holds are proof of that. The time we shared in high school was not only rewarding, but insightful for our future. What we have experienced matters, but those memories will only continue to matter if we use them as momentum instead of allowing them to hold us back. The world will continue evolving, whether we are ready for it or not, so we might as well make that change a positive one. To be proud of the changes we see, we must take actions ourselves. Luckily for this graduating class, we not only have the ability to do that, but also the ambition. Remember to rely on the people and resources that have been set up to help you along the way. Share what you know to inspire someone else. We are fortunate to never truly be alone in this world, so use that to your advantage. This future holds great things for such an amazing class. You have every ability to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and with that, I wish every one of you the very best. Thank you.
Dr. Heil, Dr. Mobley, members of the school board, members of the faculty, and friends and family in the audience. As the Director of Counseling at Noblesville High School, I certify to each and all of you that these members of the class of 2026 who are present have met the requirement of the state of Indiana, as well as those of Noblesville schools, and are to be awarded their diploma and declared graduates of Noblesville High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, and members of our school board, as superintendent of Noblesville Schools, I declare the members of the class of 2026 who are present to be graduates of Noblesville High School. Congratulations.
Allie Thompson. Aziza Speak. Keaton Webster. Yaslin Walker. Mackenzie Sanderson. Mina Vent. Lauren Thompson. Samantha Addison. Jackson Ahern. Jawahir Albatani. Aniston Albano. Maya Alberson. Angeles Alcazar de Leon. Grant Alexander. Hudson Alexander. Jackson Allen. Madeline Allen. Odette Alwine. Caitlin Ambergy. Rachel Anderson. Addison Apple. Jackson Apple. Ainsley Applegate. Keon Archie. Daniela Arias Ascanio. Carla Armendariz Ponce. Bo Arnold. Jacob Arnold. Madison Astrologies. Noah Aviles. Leah Bailey. Paula Dion Balami. Nabil Barakat. Cooper Barbie. Aubrey Barber. Devin Barnello. Craig Barnett. Cody Barney. Gage Bass. Logan Basu. Peyton Bates. Diana Bedavlatova. Jacob Beeson. Jeffrey Bennett. Dylan Bentley. Mason Bidlack. William Biondich. Matthew Bischoff. Finnegan Black. Keegan Blackburn. Brody Blackhurst. Kira Blackwell. DeQuincy Blake. Miranda Bledsoe. Eva Blount. Roman Blount, Geneva Bloom, Giovanni Board, Charles Bow, Emma Bogan, Catherine Boyce, Addison Bowles, Gracie Bonebright, Emma Bozell, Carter Branch, Riley Brannon, Mahala Brickles, Corbin Broadbeck, Landon Broadhead, DM Bromley, Caden Brooks, Amara Brown, Elena Brown, Madison Brown, Sophia Bryant, Kevin Bullock, Addison Burns, Marcus Burns, Ava Burrell, John Bush, Ryan Butler, Eli Buzzard, Valeria Cabrera Ocando, Gray Calvert, Enrique Camacho, Kason Campbell, Dane Campbell, Nolan Kennedy, Elise Kennedy, Oliver Cardulo, Zachary Carlson, Grace Carpenter, Dorian Carrillo, Benjamin Carson, Olivia Carty, Cooper Case, Layla Casey, Andrew Cash, Cooper Cass, Alicia Calk, Dean Chambers, Aaliyah Chase, Luke Chastain, Colin Chizumila, William Creast, Donovan Chuta, Elena Clark, Joseph Clark, Timothy Clark, Jace Clevenger, Cooper Click, Macy Klum, Jesse Coates, Drew Cohen, Aiden Colbart, Sarah Colvin, Charles Compton, Luke Conrad, Sophia Contino, Robert Cook, Shelby Cook, Matthew Cooksey, Ella Kopic, Sophia Cordell, Aaron Costa, Landon Coverdale, Colin Cox, Peyton Crabtree, Piper Craig, Riley Crawley, Lila Cross, Michael Cross Holt, Hannah Cruey, Melinda Cruz Perez, John Culp, Kaylee Cunningham, Justin Curry, Delphin Quazuzo, Cassidy Daly. Luke Daly. Mayan Dang. Anshika Das. Joseph Dahlfelt. Anastasia Davenport. Cambria Davidson. Jordan Davidson. Jillian Davis. Joshua Allen Davis. Joshua Austin Davis. Nicholas Davis. Jacob Dean. Ava DeArmond. Kaylee Yawan Degny. Isaac Delaney. Katie Delp. Emma DeVoe. Brianna Diaz. Destiny Diaz. Mackenzie Dickinson. Emma Dirks. Ryder Dixon. Beckett Doan. Emery Doak. Hunter Doak. Gianni Dorn. Eli Dorsey. Cole Downs. Drew Drummond. Malia Drips. Hannah Dugan. Adrian Dugarte Santana. Alexander Dunham. Sarah Duplega. Maria Angel Duque Arevalo. Nadia Diakonoff. Emily Eagleson. Kayliana Earl. Ebad Ebad. Alexander Eberhart. Roxy Eden. Austin Edens. Connor Edgar. Ayana Edward. Elizabeth Eager. Ezekiel Einters. Lucas Eldridge. Kia Ellis. Preston Engelbrecht. Addison Enlow. Nils Erickson. Maya Irvin. Roslyn Irvin. Monica Estudio. Azalea Evans. James Everett. Maya Fakuri. Trey Fetter. Caden Ferens. Jamila Finch. Adam Fine. Caleb Fisher. Gianna Fisher. Emma Fivecoat, Max Flanagan, Abigail Flint, Marco Flores, Carla Flores Salino, Gavin Floyd, Brody Forsyth, Addison Fosnight, Lux Foster, Rowan Foster, Adeline Fott, Olivia Fowler, Brady Freyer, Julia Frechette, Aubrey Frederick, Bryson Frederick, Jacob Fries, Maria Fuenmayor Mora, Evelyn Gang, Mason Garner, Ella Gaskin, Nayeli Gelfo, Haley Gibbons, Elijah Gibbony, Chloe Gibson, Yasmin Gibson, Cameron Geen, Jada Yvette Giles, Samuel Gipe, Mason Glansman, Jason Goddard Jr., Pablo Godinez Montano, Samuel Galler, Dimer Gonzalez Gonzalez, Helen Gonzalez Perez, Mia Gordon, Gretchen Graham, Aiden Gray, Reshma Green, Braden Greenlee, Haley Greer, Alexander Grigsby, Lola Grog, Dennis Guerra Perez, Sivan Gupta, Brody Hackman, Juliana Hall, Margaret Hall, Tyler Hall, Alexander Ham, Van Hanafy, Paul Hansel, Alexander Hardin, Journey Hardy, Griffin Harmeyer, Joseph Harness, Abigail Harp, Gage Har, Nicholas Harris, Lauren Harrison, Avery Hart, Cole Hartman, Aiden Hast, Logan Heald, Eric Headland, Jackson Heege, Cassidy Heim, Zoe Hendricks. Cole Henson. Keegan Herbst. Cesar Hernandez Barros. Liliana Hernandez Esquivel. Rochelle Hess. Alexa Hestand. Chase Hewitt. Lucas Heil. Maddox Hill. Sage Hill. Sophia Heiner. Michaela Hinkle. Kyle Hip. Emma Hobbs. Tiberius Homan. Ellie Hollis. Abigail Holloway. Garrett Hoover. Braden Hopkins. Vincent Hopkins. Faye Hostetler. Tyler Houtalin. Cade Hausch. Jackson Howard. Titan Howell. Benjamin Howery. Addison Huber. Bradley Huffman. Antonia Hughes. Matthew Hunt. Alyssa Hutchinson. Trevor Hudson. Jamal Eden Idris. Jackson Ekenik. Adeline Iverson. Amariah Jackson. Selby Jackson. Shaylee Jameson. Zachariah Jesse. Alexander Jimenez. Dylan Jimenez. Cornelius Johnson. Devin Johnson. Lillian Johnson. Navi Johnston. Quinn Johnston. Elijah Jones. Kedron Jones. Nathan Jones. Gabriel Kalen. Kalen Kaiser. Ethan Kang. Xander Katow. Samuel Catman. Harsimran Kaur. Jasleen Kaur. Madison Kozlik. Peyton Kozlik. Josephine Kelly. Katria Kemp. Kaylin Kemper. Jacob Kern. Gavin Kersey. Amna Khan. Kelly Keister. Charles Kimmel. Alice Kingsley. Christopher Kinney. Sophia Kinsey, Emily Kipp, Zachary Kirby, Justin Kleinsmith, Lily Knight, Allison Knott, Jordan Kohlmeyer, Elsie Cohn, Aiden Koima, Dimitri Kraken, Amelia Kritz, Keaton Culp, Eli Kunkel, Gracie Lafferty, Samantha Laird, Tina Lamb, Sabrina Lara Hernandez, Clark Larson, Isabel Lawdig, Jacob Leach, Nathaniel Leach, Rebecca Leal, Adriana Leal Cortez, Braden Lachine, Gunnar Lacrone, Nicholas Lee, Nathaniel Lehman, Lucy Lemon, Luke Lent, Emerson Leo, Ava Lewis, John Libs, Laura Libs, Alexander Livingston, Vincent Lamelin, Addison Long, Yesenia Lopez, Gabriel Lothamer, Kylie Lotridge, Bella Lauk, Grant Lautner, Nellie Luna, Kennedy Lundeen Lynch, Kennedy Lutz, Amy Lynn, Macy Lytle, Madison Mace, Pela Madsen, Kalman Magdich, Jackson Mahan, Declan Meharry, Prudence Mahurin, Josephine Meyer, Victor Malkoff, Gretchen Malak, Tiffany Chanel Manglona, Ella Maresh, Cispel Marin Saavedra, Alexander Marshall, Christopher Martz, Hallie Martz, Tyler Maruki, Ethan Matthew, Vitali Mato, Elizabeth Matthews, Quinn Matthews, Troy Mazars, Seth McCall, Hayden McCaslin, Andrew McCauley, Connor McClelland, Kirsten McCormick, Brady McDonald, Charlie McDonald, Kyla McDonald, Cassandra McCachran, Joshua McGraw, Ella McHugh, Soren McLaughlin, Aaron McMahon, Elijah McNamara, McKenna McNulty, Audrey McRae, Lawson McRae, Ruben Medrano Pata, Wesley Mel, Kuljit Mira, Mallory Meringer, Lily Meyer, Eli Mejia, Hallie Mellinger, Noah Melton, Quinn Melton, Brody Mendenhall, Samuel Menke, Emily Marino Rodriguez, Benjamin Merrifield, Brendan Metz, Nora Mazel, Ava Middleton, Deborah Militello, Cooper Miller, Elsie Miller, Sarah Milliken, Addison Minnick, Emily Miranda, Aiden Jeffrey Mitchell, Aiden Lucas Mitchell, Maya Mitchell, Noah Mitchell, Colin Monger, Sarah Monroe, Carly Monroe, Aaron Montana Luna, Marley Montgomery, Calvin Moody, Jenneth Moore, Josephine Morlag, Azura Moretti, Jackson Morris, Abigail Moyer, Sophie Morose, Sadie Mullen, Savannah Munson, Jack Murphy, Salim Musalam Binbrake, Brooks Muse, Zoe Myers, Daniel Nagy, Sahid Namura, Noah Nance, Jaden Napier, Benjamin Naville, Evelyn Niedenberger, Aiden Nelson, Whitney Nelson, Tyler Newcomb, Billy Nguyen, Evan Nichols, London Nicholson, Benjamin Norris, Elizabeth Norris, Heidi Norris, Nick Nizuki, Matthew O'Connell, Sophia Onan, Ireland O'Rourke, Avery Ogden, Carter Oldham, Sophia Oler, Callista Olson, Alexander Onate Para, Abigail Orta, Carly Ott, Oliver Ott, Cooper Alcada, Ryan Overly, Keon Owens Press, Charles Parks, Giovanna Parson, Amelia Partlow, Jay Patel, Noah P., Connor Pearson. Angelo Perez. Liliana Perez. Sonia Perez. Caitlin Persman. Olivia Peterson. Shelby Peterson. Donovan Pitch. Victoria Pierre. Braden Piggott. Jezreel Pillapil. Marissa Chanel Pila. Jesus Pinan Matamoros. Brady Plunkett. Asher Pullman. Eleanor Pollard. Kensington Poole. James Pope. Mackenzie Pop. Yareli Porras Castillo. Xander Porter. Braylon Powell. Brian Prang. Madeline Price. Sailor Preen. Madeline Prom. Patrick Pro. Allison Puckett. Devin Pitts. Caroline Quigley. Connor Quinn. Isabella Ratke. Max Raful. Nimrit Randawa. Caden Rankin. Mia Rasat. Brianna Ray. Landon Ray. Carson Reed. Dylan Reffett. Emma Reichel. Talia Reed. Kennedy Rendell. Reese Resmer. Aiden Reynolds. Ryland Reynolds. Isaiah Ramey. Adeline Richards. Jackson Richards. Blake Riggs. Brooks Riggs. Juan Rincon Mejia. Andrew Rivera. Abril Roa Esquivel. Addison Roberts. Mary Jane Roberts. Aaliyah Robertson. Stephen Robinson. Ella Rocha. Addison Rodriguez. Lorenzo Rodriguez. Catherine Rojas. Gabriella Rose. Rylan Roush. Allie Royer. Lila Rozek. Devin Ruse. Ryan Roos. Chase Rushing. Philip Rushton. Eli Ruth. Italy, Sage. Arce Sanchez Bravo. Ruby Sanders. Garrett Sanderson. Lincoln Sotbein. Haley Shatko. Joni Scheider. Madeline Ship. Isaiah Schneider. Taylor Schoon. Mick Schwartz. Ella Scott. Hayden Scott. Timothy Scott. Ella Seago. Gabrielle Selby. Alman Selimovic. Drew Setmeyer. Karsten Scheidler. Brady Schaffner. Hannah Schonkweiler. Braylon Shore. Brody Schatz. Daniel Sianez. Adriana Sianez. Hayden Sills. Leon Siraji. Molly Syvertson. Finley Smith. Jacob Smith. Jude Smith. Madeline Smith. Rosabelle Smith. Eric Snedeker. Matthew Snyder. Emma Snodgrass. Aiden Sahaki. Meredith Soderberg. Brandon Solis Rodriguez. Nadia Soro. Veronica Spalding. Morgan Spearman. Zathan Spears. Charles Spellman. Annabelle Springer. Madeline Spurlock. Dylan Stacy. Brody Stadfeld. Parker Stallings. Mac Stamball. Lucy Steinhofer. Julianne Stevens. Ava Stevenson. Ava Stetnish. Donovan Stevens Sadler. Braden Stewart. Alexander Stein. Abigail Stone. Hannah Struve. Miley Stuckey. Keaton Sturgeon. Lydia Sulfridge. Evelyn Summers. Charles Swanson. Jacob Swigart. Kelsey Sumsky. Miranda Sumsky. Janae Tanton. Griffin Taskey. Logan Talby. Denham Taylor. Amelia Taylor. Michael Taylor. Dimitri 10. Iris Thatcher. Jonathan Tyson. Seringe Salu Thione. Chloe Thomas. Addison Thompson. Elijah Thompson. Isla Thorner. Joshua Thurber. Spencer Thurston. William Tiffany. Jaden Torres. Liam Torres. Jabetz Troxel. Olivia Troxel. John Tucker. Ashlyn Turner. Addison Turos. Dustin Turpin. Gavin Ulrich. Blake Valentine. Devin Van Beek. Claire Van Natter. Cody Velaz. Christopher Venta Sierra. Leonardo Vera Fernandez. Grace Visak. Samuel Vesley. Emily Villava. Kellen Vogel. Sophia Voles. Avery Vogelsang. Hadassah Vos. Finley Volk. Elena Wadsworth. Noah Wagers. Aaliyah Walker. Baron Walker. Cadence Wallace. Grant Warnock. Janie Waterman. McKenna Watson. Colton Weaver. Noah Webb. Caleb Weber. Patrick Welch. Ella Werner. Jack Whalen. Hunter Whaley. Isabella Whitaker. Caitlin Whitcomb. Nathan Whitcomb. Allison White. Presley White. Colton Whited. Blake Whitlock. Charlotte Wiggins. Haley Wilbur. Aaliyah Williams. Cooper Williams. Kevin Williams. Coriana Wills. Angel Wilson. Colin Wilson. Parker Wilson. Timothy Wimmer. Lily Wisman. Gabriella Wolf. Caleb Wolf. Morgan Wannell. Brady Wood. Jordan Wood. Parker Wood. Malachi Woosley. Rain Workman. Ava Wright. Roman Wright. Evelyn Zhang. Aiden Yeager. Desmond Yeton, Yasmin Yildirim, Brian Young, Lasande Young, Talal Zatara, Braden Zavik, Jacob Zahir, Nathan Zhao, Justin Zhu, Jada Zink,
Where's that? The changing of the tassel will signify that we are official graduates of Noblesville High School. With that said, will the class of 2026 please rise? Congratulations, class of 2026 graduates.